Hey, how's it going? Multi News Act, Monday 24th January 2022. Look at the front of the papers. First up, New York Times, 4 Olympians trying to knock out COVID before they head to Beijing. Over on the right, Sleepy Joe. Underneath that, Ukraine. Underneath that again, the plot to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer. There was 12 people involved. 4 of them were either working for the FBI or were informants. Some more state-sponsored terrorism, I guess. Beside that story about rich countries poaching healthcare workers from poor countries, New York Times International Edition, couple of lads with guns in Chernobyl in case the lad comes knocking. Wall Street Journal, Ukraine, football, Corona causes foreign executives leave Hong Kong, Corona causes schools to shut, Corona caused problems with the food supply. Grandma from Cuba, big story about the CIA who released a report saying that most of the 1,000 reported cases of Havana syndrome can be explained by environmental causes, undiagnosed medical conditions, or stress, rather than a worldwide campaign supported by a foreign power. Who would have thought? Certainly not me. Down the bottom, quote from Fidel: the only enduring thing in Yankee politics is lies. Yes, correct. Thank you, Fidel. South Africa story there about a lad who invented a flying car, basically a mini helicopter. It's going to be used in a Hollywood movie now, so good press for him. Thirst up the top, over there, corruption. Jerusalem Post, Russia, Ukraine. Tehran Times, Daesh steps up attacks in Iraq and Syria. That's ISIS, of course. 11 soldiers were killed in Iraq over the weekend, and 120 people killed at a prison in Syria where fighting is still ongoing. This is happening to the backdrop of intense political discussions in Iraq because cleric Muqtada al-Sadr, his faction gained the greatest number of seats in the recent parliamentary elections, but they've yet to reach an agreement with the other Shia factions over who would be Prime Minister of Iraq. I guess they want to do it pretty quickly now, given the deteriorating security condition. Over on the left, German Navy chief resigned after saying Putin deserved respect. Respect to him, I guess. Kai Akim Schoenbach, the admiral, said that Russia's alleged intention to invade Ukraine was a nonsense and that Ukraine would never be able to regain Crimea. On the second point, he's definitely correct. The Hindu Omicron line go up. The Australian Omicron line peaking, apparently not so many people in hospital. Global Times from China. Picture there from Brussels. There was pretty intense anti-COVID protests over the weekend. They're trying to bring in vaccine mandates, that sort of thing. So there was a lot of fires, property damage, Irish Examiner, football, property, violence line go up. On the right, further pay hike for civil servant who got an 81,000 pay rise. Good work if you can get it. That man gets paid €300,000 a year. Totally nuts. They're actually taking issue with the fact that he got a further rise of €3,000, which is 3 times what they given the frontline workers for the pandemic. But the difference is that the frontline workers are only getting a one-off payment of €1,000. This man's getting the extra 3,000, which is anyway only 1% of his pay. Down here, worry at Russian tests off the Cork coast. Vlad and the boys in the Navy are looking to test a few guns in February, 240 kilometres off the Irish coast. Apparently the government are not happy with this at all, as you would be. One thing about Ireland is we actually don't have any of our own defence systems. We rely on the Brits' defence tracking system because we've never invested in any kind of radar defence. So, Irish Times, Omicron line go up. Gardaí believe man was already dead when taken to Carlow post office. I guess a lot of people heard about this. It was kind of viral over the weekend. They took a dead body to the post office to try and claim his pension. This is the type of thing that would not happen if we had universal basic income. Now, please, thank you. Irish Daily Mail, how the FBI finally ran Ghislaine to the ground. Okay. This is basically an ad for some lad's book. He just wrote about how the FBI caught up with her, and the same guy has written books about Prince Harry, Keir Starmer, the SS, and Prince Philip. So she's in good company, I guess. Down here, holiday price line go up. Celebs, Irish non-football, celebs, true crime. The Herald from Scotland. Censor fears as Johnson faces new claims over wife's parties. Boris issued a report into his own transgressions with the parties, and now he'll be able to censor the report as he sees fit. So if you're wondering how accountability works in government, that's how it works. Financial Times judge Jacinda Ardern announcing new restrictions which are going to cancel her own wedding, so fair play. Down the bottom, Blinken warns a Russian playbook to destabilise Kiev after coup plot charge. Yeah, the Russian playbook, and of course the Yanks playbook is pretty much the same, just like how Obama overthrew the democratic elected government of Ukraine and installed an anti-Russia government full of Nazis. Up the top, power surge, Russia and China's quest for a new world order. Big threat, of course, to the old world order of Western imperial powers. The Guardian, Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, Ukraine, Independent, 4 stories on top, COVID, immigration, books, football. There's that lad Yevhen Muriev who's threatening to sue the UK government because they claim that he could be installed as a puppet of Putin. He is definitely pro-Russia, ran a pro-Russia channel, runs another pro-Russia channel now, and a political party. Not going to pretend to know too much about the Ukraine, but that's my rough gist on it there. Times, fears mount Russia will weaponise gas supplies. They already did that. There's the Queen. She's still alive. Great to hear. Thank you for your service. Arriving at Sandringham yesterday, moving around house for some reason. Underneath that, Boris Johnson. Daily Torygraph. Number 10, police question by Gray over parties. Okay, that's the scandal ongoing. They asked the cops what was going on at the time. There's the Queen again. She was moving between Windsor and Sandringham. She's getting ready for her accession day, which is on February the 6th. She's 70 years on the throne this year. She's, of course, still the mother of Prince Andrew, who's involved in an ongoing court case alleging he raped an underage girl, trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein. The paedophile billionaire finds here did not kill himself. R.I.P. Daily Express, Queenie again. Boris accepts the need for change at number 10. Good stuff. He should just go then if that's the case. Daily Mirror, celebs. There's a story down there where people can't afford heating. Metro. Tories now caught up in a Muslim row. Okay, this is a story from a while back. The comments were made, but apparently one of the ministers, Nusrat Ghani, she was told that her Muslimness was making colleagues uncomfortable. And the man accused of saying these words, Mark Spencer, has said these are completely false and I consider them to be defamatory. I've never used those words attributed to me, so let's see how it goes. Underneath that, a fight to the death. Invasion will spark bloodbath, warns Ambassador. Okay, talking big on Ukraine this week. We could be going to war by Friday. Let's see. Daily Mail, Lifestyle. Entire cabinet will back a tax hike today. Okay, this is some other pro-Tory piece saying they want to roll back the national insurance hike. Down here digging into Labour, that's Angela Rayner and Sam Tarry are apparently having a relationship. She was photographed outside her home. Daily Star, something about UFOs, coldest February ever. Well, Julian Assange is still in jail at Her Majesty's pleasure in solitary confinement in the maximum security Belmarsh prison without fair trial or due process. Prince Andrew is still the Duke of York and Boris Johnson is still the Prime Minister of the UK. If you want to stay off corporate, state, social media for the day, just click the link in the description. Alright, thanks, good luck.